My name is John Ross Wendler. I go by JR. I started training coming up on 2 years now, September of 2024, and I am a career military pilot. Military training in large part is very defensive in nature, right? Like if I'm going hand to hand as a pilot, like a lot of things have gone wrong. But there are a lot of parallels to jiu-jitsu and just protecting yourself. The being comfortable with uncomfortable positions, you have to train your brain to recognize that like I can do this and I can take more if I have to. And you just learn more and more about your body the longer you do some training exactly like this. Yeah, I think I like that about jiu-jitsu, where the goalpost is always moving, because if you have a very finite goal and you reach it and you're just like, okay, well, I've completed everything I want to do, then you have to look for something else. The goal is really just to keep playing the game. I think that's very true in jiu-jitsu, just like in the Air Force, right? So when I started off as a baby pilot, the goal was just to learn how to fly the aircraft. And then when I got good enough, then it's like the goal is actually, as an instructor, to teach people. I think the same thing can kind of be true in jiu-jitsu. So hopefully I get to stay with this long enough, get to be a black belt, and then it would be teaching, because in my heart I'm a teacher. I love teaching the military. I love teaching how to fly. I would love to be able to teach how to do jiu-jitsu. So I think that's kind of my infinite goal when it comes to this sport, especially with being a father, right? So I watch my son roll and he gets really frustrated and stuff. And I think it's a perfect opportunity to talk about like why we fail, right? Because failure is the first step to mastery. So teaching him that like even if he is doing his floor time or he's, top and bottom, and he loses, I don't care if he loses as long as he actually puts in effort. So I think it's the effort part that really gets you through this, and it's something that I think you really learn from jiu-jitsu. I think from the outside perspective, you tell somebody you do jiu-jitsu and they think like, oh, you just like to fight people. It's like, dude, it couldn't be further from the truth, right? I think it's the opportunity to find like-minded people that want to push themselves, that once you walk through the doors and you kind of see that and you go through and you're like, wow, this is actually very different than what I actually thought. I think that is one of the core things that I really love about jiu-jitsu, right? It's that community, that family bonding. I mean, the professor, he does a Christmas party where all the kids come in here and run around and just have a great time. I love that part of it. But it's also connecting with the fellows that you see consistently day in and day out. They're just really great people. And they're the kind of guy that you could go through for anything, like, hey, my car broke down, or hey, I just need help with something else. And you're just like, absolutely, man, because we bonded over this thing. Like, I feel that I can help you in something else. Success for me right now is being able to continue, right? So it's preventing, like, I guess in like the very simplest terms, it's preventing injury so I can keep doing jiu-jitsu, right? That's a very easy thing to do. I think in a larger, more maybe cerebral perspective, it is learning a skill that I can do the rest of my life. Professionally, I think it has opened my aperture maybe a little bit to see what people are truly capable of. They always say, don't judge a book by its cover. I think the same thing is true in jiu-jitsu. You see a guy that you might think is soft and he's a freaking beast, right? And then you see other guys that are like shredded and cut and they have no idea what they're doing, right? So it's just like, you always have to treat your opponents with respect in anything. So your opponent could be another person that you're rolling with. It could be the next challenge that you're coming up to professionally. You have to treat it with respect because you never know how it's going to react.
You're going to go single leg, the left leg. So you're going to bring it back. Try to bring your elbow down. See how he tripod? And you're going to put